Hi, I'm Elsie from Georgia. Please like and subscribe. The one thing I always knew about myself was that I was beautiful. Even when I was a baby, my parents thought I was the best looking newborn they'd ever seen, and so did all their friends.
Oh my gosh, your baby is gorgeous.
I know, right? She doesn't model yet, but I think I'll start her soon.
I grew up loved and cherished by my parents, and they were obsessed with me. Well, obsessed with how I looked? When I started liking math, no one really noticed.
I have the most beautiful daughter in the world. I think that makes me the best dad.
48, 49, 50. I counted to 50.
Okay, but can you show me your runway walk again?
Oh yes, that's way more important.
My parents signed me to a modeling contract as soon as they could. I hated modeling, but it made them so happy I couldn't say no. Their focus on me became much more obvious when my sister Ari was born. They already had their perfect daughter, and no one noticed her at all.
You say you have a baby.
Yeah, that's Ari, but look at little Elsie. I'm thinking of starting her own brand.
Because of this double standard, Ari couldn't stand me, no matter how much I loved her and wanted to be her friend. Ari, come play soccer with me.
Aren't you afraid to fall and cut your perfect skin? You'll ruin your shoot.
So what? Do you want to play?
Nothing with you.
Eventually, I just stopped. It hurt that she ignored me, so I started ignoring her back. By the time she was old enough to go to my school, I was popular and had lots of friends. She hated that. She used every opportunity in her power to isolate me. I would sit with my friends at lunch, and all of a sudden, Ari would come up to us.
Elsie, you spent hours on your homework last night. How did you even have time to put on your makeup?
Your homework may be easy in 6th grade, Ari, but 8th grade homework, you have to work a little harder to keep your grades up.
All of your friends know you're a gigantic nerd, right?
The thing was, no one did know. School was the same as home, and everyone saw me as just a pretty face, but I was determined for people to start seeing me as the smart one. The real turning point was when I started high school and they had placement exams for advanced classes. I worked so hard and finally got the score I needed. I was so excited. But then the teacher asked to speak with me after class.
While you did get the scores needed for the advanced class, I'm not sure you're suited for it. You're a beautiful and popular girl, and I hear you're modeling on the side. You may be too distracted.
I promise I'll take it very seriously.
I'm just not sure, Elsie. I'll have to let you know on Monday.
I was so mad. How could she just assume for me? All I wanted was to focus on school and never model again. I knew my parents wouldn't let me back out so easily, so I walked to the nearest barbershop and sat in the chair. There was a huge picture of a good-looking male model on top, but it only drove me crazier. I was so done with that awful world. Chop it off! I want it all gone!
I can't let myself do that. You have such beautiful hair.
Cut it off, or I'll do it myself. Finally, she gave in. When I was done, I thought I looked great. I bought new clothes and got thick square glasses instead of my contacts. For the first time, I looked like what I was supposed to look like and not some Barbie doll. When I got home, my mom screamed.
What did you do?
Do you like it? I think I look great.
How are you going to model looking like that?
I'm not. I quit. I'm finally focusing on what I love, and you can't stop me. I didn't know what I was expecting, but school the next day was a nightmare. Ari laughed so hard when she saw me, but she didn't want to get out of the car at the same time I did.
I can't be seen with you. That would be so embarrassing.
Your sisters are right. You look terrible.
Well, I like it. I slammed the car door shut and prepared for my new life to begin. My friends were shocked, but that didn't bother me. I went to my teachers right after lunch and asked for a meeting.
Elsie, you look different.
I just wanted to tell you again that I'm very committed to my studies. Modeling is not going to be a problem anymore. I deserve a chance in the advanced class. I think I earned it. The teacher agreed to give me a spot. I was ecstatic until I ran into Ari in the hallway.
Nerd alert! Shouldn't your head be in a book or something?
Leave me alone, Ari. Now that I'll be getting less attention, you can get more.
Please, you had the life I always wanted, and now you're just throwing it away. You better watch out because your perfect life may not be waiting for you when you're done with this phase.
Wow, Ari was worse than I thought, but I didn't care. I needed to focus on math and physics. While I kept my promise and spent less time with my friends and more time studying, Ari kept hers. One day she came downstairs looking completely different.
Oh, Ari, you look great. Maybe you can teach Elsie a thing or two. Such a shame what she did to herself.
Are you wearing my makeup?
Not that you wear it anymore. Do you like my dress? One of your friends gave it to me.
I don't care. Have fun with my leftovers.
Of course you care. Just because you want to drown yourself in science doesn't mean you won't need friends, but you won't have any when I'm done.
She was right. All of my friends started hanging out with her. I tried to pretend it didn't bother me, but it did a little. I didn't have anyone to hang out with after school, so I decided to go to the mall by myself. Just as I entered, a guy walked right into me.
Hey, are you okay?
Ow! How did you not see me? When I got a look at him, I gasped. He was the guy on the poster in the barber shop, a really famous model in our town.
No, sorry. I just had this meeting and I'm a little distracted. I'm Nate, by the way, and I have to say your style is great.
Oh, thanks. I'm Elsie.
Are you like really smart?
I'm into physics, and you probably think that's lame, being a model and all.
Of course not. I wish I was that smart.
We sat down and had the best conversation of my life. We exchanged numbers and started texting every day.
I saw this apple and thought of you. Gravity rules.
I don't know what's more fun, finishing this book or going out to ice cream with you.
Picking you up now.
He drove me to the best ice cream shop in town and we sat there together.
Tell me again why you quit modeling.
Modeling is my parents' passion, not mine. I want to be a scientist, so I decided not to look like a model anymore.
You know you can quit modeling to focus on something else and still look the way you did. I looked you up, and you used to be really different.
You don't understand. It was way too hard.
Sorry, I'll back off. I don't care how you look. I think you're beautiful, no matter what.
He was the best. If it wasn't for him, I would be so bored in school. I spent so much time studying on my own that I realized I was way ahead of my high school. I looked online and found an elite program that accepted high school students in university. I applied, and Nate and I waited really anxiously to hear. He promised me we'd stay together even if I moved. One night at dinner, Ari had an announcement to make.
I'm going to be a model. I'm already the most popular girl in school, and now I want to be the most famous model in the world.
Suddenly, my parents looked really uncomfortable.
Ari, you look so pretty now, but you don't have the charm Elsie does. You understand, right?
Ari and I were stunned. I couldn't believe they thought that. I'm sure that's not true. Ari could be a great model.
Don't encourage her, Elsie. It's just not meant to be.
Ari was fuming. I felt so bad for her until I got a notification on my phone. I checked and then gasped. I got accepted into college. I'm going to study physics.
That means you're going to be one of the youngest students, right? Will that make you famous?
Ari screamed, kicking her chair aside and running to her room. She was throwing a fit.
What are we going to do with that girl?
I didn't know what to do, so I tried to go to her room to comfort her.
What a mistake! You always have to outshine me, don't you?
Ari, you know I've been working really hard.
You think I care about that? Why does everything go so perfectly for you? Apparently, I'm not good enough to be a model, and even when you're not one, you can date one.
How did you know about Nate?
Are you stupid? Just because you don't have social media anymore doesn't mean Nate doesn't. He posted about you. Finally, I'm popular, but you always have to go bigger.
You know what your problem is? You're the one who always needs to one-up me. Whenever I'm actually happy, you can't stand it. Guess what? My achievements and my relationship with Nate are something you can never have. Then she stormed off, leaving me angrier than ever. It didn't take long for me to cheer up, though. A reporter got in touch with me and told me I was going to be the youngest college student in the country next year. She wanted to interview me on the news. My parents were thrilled that I was getting what they called my next big break. The reporter sent her questions in advance, and my mom stayed up all night to practice with me. I could never remember what to say, so she wrote all the answers for me.
Don't you worry. I will give this to the technician, and he will show it on the screen so you can read it as you go along. You'll be fine.
I was still nervous, but that made me feel a lot better.
I had my mom in charge of handling the answer sheet, so I just got ready to start. Hi, I'm Elsie. Thanks for having me here. I discovered math when I was little. And the screen was blank? OMG, I was so nervous, I forgot everything I had to say, and now my answer sheet was blank. How was I going to get through this?
You were saying?
Yeah, I was a kid and I really liked to count, but I was a model first, so that was distracting. I got through the interview, but I was stuttering the whole time and making things up as they went. A genius child, more like a blubbering idiot. Mom, what happened to my answer sheet?
I'm not sure. I gave it to Ari to give to the technician. Ari, what happened?
I don't know. He must have misplaced it.
You mean you misplaced it? I can't believe you would ruin this for me.
You deserve it for being so awful all the time.
What have I ever done to you?
You take everything from me.
Ari, I am so disappointed. You are grounded.
Ari barely cared, but I was so angry I couldn't take it. I went right to her room to yell at her. It's not my fault you're not a model. Ari, if you want to be one, you should apply despite what mom and dad say and don't do it for them. I decided I wanted to study physics for me. That's why I'm happy and you're not.
Don't tell me and change your look just to get everyone off your back. Do you even like what you are now?
I don't care how I look. Don't you get it?
You don't even care? Wow. Well, I have to push myself every day and still no one sees it. I can't be smart or pretty. You have everything. I have nothing.
For God's sake, you're beautiful, and you have more than just two options. You can be whoever you want.
I have no idea what I want. I'm just trying to be noticed. Why do you make that so hard?
I had no idea what to say to that. I was just trying to make myself shine, but this whole time she was trying to do the same. So stop trying and start thinking about what you want to be. I'm going to college next year and you won't have to worry about my influence anymore. You'll just have to be yourself.
You're right. You're leaving. I haven't thought of that.
For the first time in years, she didn't look like such a mean girl anymore, just my little sister. I turned to leave, but then she said,
I'm sorry about tonight. I was just jealous, but I'm happy for you, really.
That was the nicest thing she ever said to me. I'm going to watch some Avatar stories. You can join me if you want.
I don't know if we're there yet.
Then maybe tomorrow, and the next day we did. I got ready to leave for school, and she took up acting. Then she found a boyfriend of her own who liked her for who she was.
Hi, I'm Sunny and I'm too nice and I can't say no. I just can't stand someone being displeased with me. I know what you're thinking, but before I continue, please like and subscribe. I never disobeyed my mother. I always shared my lunch at school. I always gave up the swing at the park, and I could never turn down a poor person's request. This one time I had to go to the bathroom in the mall when I accidentally went into the disabled people stall. When I came out, I was met by a furious woman in a wheelchair.
I've been holding my pee for 10 minutes. People like you are what's wrong with society.
What? Oh no, this was a mistake. I'm so sorry. I followed all over the mall begging for forgiveness till she called security and told them I was harassing her. Naturally, I followed her home and started showing up at her door every day. Her servants wouldn't let me in, so one day I broke into her house through a window. Please just say you'll forgive me. I can't live like this anymore. She filed a restraining order that day. In addition to being nice, I'm also a teen model. I've been on the cover of a dozen fashion magazines and I've walked on many big runways. My career was amazing till my mom convinced me to fire my agent and hire her instead.
Trust me, honey, I'll make you a star.
That's nice, Mom, but you have no experience.
What does that matter? I'm your mother, and no one will ever have your interested heart like I do. I was in labor with you for the worst 23 minutes of my life, remember?
Right, of course. You can be my agent. I already knew it was a horrible idea. She screamed at the photographers and made a makeup artist cry. She even yelled at a famous designer. Soon, Mom started complaining about our small house in our dingy neighborhood and started making trouble with the loud, ugly neighbors. So I bought a chic new apartment in a posh area. But then Mom started complaining about her privacy.
Sunny, you really are getting in the way. My new boyfriend and I need our space.
But you're standing in my room.
Maybe you should move.
Yeah, I know. It didn't make any sense. I bought the place. But as always, I gave in. After buying the apartment, money was a bit tight. Luckily, I found a room in a beautiful beach house that I had to share with 3 other models, Rumi, Zoe, and Mira. And I soon discovered that living with models, the drama was always out of control.
That's my seat, you stupid cow.
Is your name written on this seat? Oh my god, are you wearing my shirt?
Is your name written on the shirt? Show me where at Island.
Can you idiots shut up? If I don't get enough sleep, I look like a raccoon, and then I'll bite like one too.
I had to break up almost a dozen cat fights. One day, I cooked us all dinner so we could try to get to know each other. Zoe dreamed of being a pop star. Rumi likes exercising. And Mira enjoys showing off her beauty to others. I asked Zoe to sing us one of her songs, and I never heard something so horrible in my life. Of course, I still clapped for her, but Mira and Rumi fell off their seats laughing.
What's so funny? You sound like a constipated pig. I'd rather put my head up a cow's butt than listen to you.
Yeah, stick to modeling as long as you can. I mean, you're already showing signs of aging.
Zoe was so angry that she threw the microphone at Rumi. Rumi, enraged, charged at Zoe, and they began to fight. Unfortunately, the microphone flew into the kitchen, causing it to catch fire. When the landlord discovered this, he became furious and forbid us from entering the kitchen. I put up an ad online for a chef, and a ridiculously good-looking candidate named Jinu showed up the next day. Ooh, Jinu, you can cook, huh?
Yeah, that's why I applied for the job.
Jinu, your cologne is to die for.
I'm not wearing any cologne.
Jinu, did you just fix our sink? You're such a genius.
It wasn't broken. You just left the faucet on.
Your biceps look like boulders. Can I touch them?
I'd prefer it if you didn't.
Jinu was an amazing chef, a handyman, and even a gardener. One day, some crazy paparazzi climbed over the garden wall. Jinu charged at them and sent them running.
Oh my god, I can't take it anymore. I have to ask him out.
No, he's mine!
What? I saw him first.
I don't think he's interested in dating any of us.
Shut up. Who asked you?
The girls cornered Jinu in the hallway to get his attention. Zoe sang Jinu an awful love song. Rumi did a cheerleading routine. Then Mira walked up in a bathing suit.
Hey, Jinu, you wanna go for a swim?
No thanks. I gotta get back to work.
But the girls' constant flirting and fawning over Jinu got so out of hand that he couldn't do his job properly since he was always trying to hide from them. One of the toilets got clogged. The shower stopped working.
I can't live like this.
How are we supposed to share one bathroom?
I haven't taken a shower in 2 days.
I proposed a solution. Okay then, from here on out, Jinu is off limits. No one is dating Jinu. They reluctantly agreed, and we made a pact. A couple of months later, I threw a party and invited a bunch of rich models. Zoe, Rumi, and Mira seemed to forget about their crush on Jinu in about 2 minutes. Just then, the doorbell rang and Mom walked in.
Hey honey, did you miss me? Clearly not, or you would have sent me a proper invite.
Mom, actually yes, you're right. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're here now.
Just for 10 minutes. I don't want to overstay where I'm not wanted. We just need to borrow a couple of dresses from you and about $20,000.
But I let you borrow Dick's dollars last week.
Don't be cheap, honey. It's unattractive. Don't you want mommy to buy something nice for her birthday?
Your birthday isn't for another 11 months. But Mom was being and I knew she'd make a scene. So I gave her my credit card and told her to return it in 2 weeks. Just then, I noticed Jinu shaking his head at me, and then he walked away. After the party, the house was a mess, so I asked the girls to help me clean up.
Sorry, I have plans with my new boyfriend.
I'm allergic to dirt.
I twisted my ankle. I'm gonna rest.
Okay, no problem. Sleep tight. I was up well into the night, still cleaning, when Jinu joined me and started to help. Why are you still here? You don't need to do this.
I stayed back in case you girls needed me. I don't mind.
As we were cleaning, I kept catching him looking at me strangely. Okay, I can't take it any longer. Why are you staring at me like I have 2 heads?
You're not like the others. You're a misfit.
Well, that's rude.
No, it's a good thing. You're beautiful but not self-absorbed. You're smart, and you seem like a really kind person.
You think I'm beautiful?
That's all you got from what I said.
Jinu gave me that strange look and went back to work. You're doing that thing with your face again. Did I do something to make you mad? Are you disappointed?
Why do you care what I think?
I don't know why. I just do. It's how I'm built.
Want some advice? Just stop hearing what others think and stop letting people push you around and use you. You deserve better.
Excuse me? I am not so naive at that.
Really? Then how come you're the only one who's cleaning up after the party? And has your mom ever returned the money she keeps borrowing?
That's none of your business. Okay, that was kinda rude. I'm sorry.
Why are you always sorry? Also, would you like to go out with me sometime?
What? After you just insulted me? No. I mean, I'm sorry to crush your feelings and it feels nice to be asked out by someone like you. But no, sorry. I spent the rest of the night replaying my conversation with Jinu, feeling angry. But as I cooled off, I couldn't help thinking that maybe he was right. I did a lot for Mom and the girls, and I couldn't remember the last time they did anything nice for me. The next day, I was watching my favorite videos on the TV when the girls girls walked in, and Rumi switched the channel to a video she liked.
I want to watch a movie. Sunny, please sit on the other sofa.
No, Sunny, don't sit anywhere. You've got to drive me to the nail salon.
Sunny, all my clothes are wrinkled. Iron them when you're back.
Jinu was right. I was a pushover, and I didn't like it. No.
What do you mean, no?
I won't take you to the beauty salon. I won't iron your clothes. And I was watching TV. All you do is use me, and you don't really respect me, and that's not cool. Oh, also, I'm gonna go out with Jinu, and you all have boyfriends, so I don't care if you're mad. I am breaking the pact. They were shocked, and so was I. I'd never yelled at anyone in my life, and it felt good. Later that day, the girls apologized for treating me badly and promised not to take advantage of me anymore. They even gave me their blessing to date Jinu. And of course, I forgave them. Jinu and I started dating soon, and we had such a good time together. He helped me stand up for myself more often and gain confidence. I even booked some modeling gigs without involving Mom, and I was doing great. One evening, Mom invited me to dinner at a fancy restaurant, and I decided to introduce Jinu to her there.
Break up with him. Honey, that boy's a waste of time.
I'm sitting right here.
Mom, Jinu is a nice guy, and he makes me happy.
He's a loser, by the way. Sunny, I need to borrow your credit card again to book a flight to Hawaii, so just give it to me after you've paid for this meal, okay?
I felt a wave of rage sweep through me. No.
What's that sound you just made? I've never heard it from your mouth before.
Hear it now, loud and clear. No, 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 no. And sayonara. Oh, one last thing. You're fired. And then I left with Jinu. I'm sorry about my mom. She shouldn't have treated you that way.
Don't worry about it. I'm so proud of you for standing up to her.
Jinu was such a supportive boyfriend, but Mom got more conniving by the minute. She started sending me dozens of texts begging me for money, and it got harder to ignore her each day. One night, Jinu caught me sneaking out of the house.
Where are you going?
For a jog.
At midnight?
Fine, I admit it. I can't help myself. It's a curse. I know my mom's using me, but I can't sleep at night. Since I refused her money, there's no hope for me. I'm doomed. Leave now and save yourself. I started crying like a baby, and Jinu pulled me into a hug.
Maybe you should try giving money to a good cause, Sunny, to people who really need your help.
I thought that was a great idea. The next day, Jinu introduced me to his cousin Nancy, who owned a non-profit to feed hungry kids. I was so excited to help that I wrote Nancy a big fat check.
Sunny, that's a lot of money. Maybe you should think about this.
No, I insist. A couple of weeks later, I donated double the amount, and the month after, I tripled it. It felt amazing. But one morning, Jinu didn't show up to work and didn't answer any of my calls either. When 2 days passed by, I started getting really worried and filed a missing person report. I even called up Nancy, but her phone was off too. And then I found pictures of Jinu and Nancy on social media living their best life on some beach. Jinu wasn't even his real name. Their whole charity was a big scam, and I was so devastated. I couldn't get out of bed, take a shower.
What is up with you, girl? You smell like a gym sock soaked in spoiled milk.
Is there something living in your hair?
I burst into tears and told them everything.
I knew Jinu was trouble. With his perfect eyes and hair, he was way too good to be true. Of course, he was evil. We'll make him pay.
First, we went to the police, who put out a warrant for the pair's arrest, but they were smart and couldn't easily be found. Next, the girls and I went online and told our followers about Nancy and Jinu's scam and asked for help to find them. Within minutes, we got a dozen leads. Nancy and Jinu were arrested at an airport trying to leave the country. Although everything is over, I still don't know why I feel unhappy. I took a walk to get some air, and I saw these kids waiting in line outside a soup kitchen. Suddenly, it turned on a light bulb in my head. I could start my own charity. And now, 5 years later, I'm running soup kitchens all over the country. My model friends volunteer sometimes too.
How about I perform for these kids after they've all eaten?
No.
You two are just jealous. You like my music, right, Sunny?
Zoe, I love you, but I really hate your music. Sorry, I'm not that nice anymore. Being a good person is important, but being a wise good person is what truly helps us live happily, avoid being taken advantage of, and turn love into strength to change our own life and the lives of others. A young Chinese couple moved to the US with their baby, and for 4 years they were struggling to make ends meet. So when the woman found out she was pregnant again, she was really upset.
Another child? Even one is too much.
Just then, her husband burst in and said he'd found an investor for his business.
Oh honey, our luck is about to turn.
And it did. Within a few months, the man's business was booming. They moved to a lovely house where they welcomed their second child, who was me. Hi, my name is Gia, which means extraordinary. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. My parents could spend hours gazing at me. They thought I was perfection itself, and they gave me everything. I literally grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth. All was perfect except for one problem. My older sister, Mia, she was weird. She would just glare at me or wake me up in the middle of the night. On my first birthday, my parents threw a huge party for the entire neighborhood as everyone gathered around the table. Then suddenly Mia jumped onto it.
I've never had a birthday party. I've never even had a cake. Why does she get everything?
Is that girl your daughter? You never mentioned any other kid than Gia.
screamed, and then she went all Godzilla on my cake. She was banned from the party, and my parents arranged for another cake within minutes. As I got older, I started realizing that my parents were really unfair to Mia. When I was 5, I got all the presents I wanted for Christmas, but she looked really mad at hers.
Why would you give me these ugly socks and a geography book?
What's wrong with the book? If you opened one, sometimes your grades would be better.
Why are you guys always like this with me, and never with Gia?
Because Gia is perfect. She's just easier to love.
I felt terrible as Mia's eyes welled up and she stormed off. She wouldn't even join us for the Christmas party, so I took food up to her room. Hey Mia, I brought you all your favorite.
Don't even bother, which, nothing you could ever do would make me hate you less.
The next day I was flipping through Gia's geography book when Mom said,
"Oh honey, you won't understand that you are too little."
"Yes, I do. Mom and I just learned the names of all 50 states. Want to hear them?" I rattled off the entire list and everyone stared at me.
You little genius, you just keep amazing me. This has to be some kind of world record, right?
My parents called every newspaper in town to come interview their wonder kid, and I was suddenly famous. Mom and Dad were showing me off everywhere, but even worse, they enrolled me in a fancy private school, not the public one where Mia was. As I was going in our limo on my first day, we drove past Mia walking to her school, and I felt sad. Why can't she go to my school, Mom?
Because she's dumb, sweetheart, and your school is so expensive. Why should we waste money on her? You're the one with the big bright future, so you're worth it then.
And I just kept growing further apart. Once in 5th grade, my parents were helping me prepare for the National Spelling Bee when Mia walked in and we gasped. She dyed her hair bright pink and was wearing the most amazing makeup, but my parents went bonkers.
What did you do to your hair? It was the one nice thing you inherited from me, and I never put on makeup till I was a married woman.
Everyone here wears makeup, Mom, and people tell me I'm really good at it. Maybe I could be a makeup artist one day.
Wow, we came all the way from China and struggled to give you an education so you can be some clown artist. Why can't you be more like Gia? You're an embarrassment to me and all our ancestors.
She left angrily. Guys, you need to stop this. She hates me because of you.
Oh baby, who cares what she thinks?
I care. I went after Mia and told her she looked beautiful. I expected her to be mean as always, but she kind of smiled at me.
Thanks, kiddo. You've always been nicer to me than the rest of them.
Was I hearing some kind words from Mia in this rare moment? I asked her if she'd like to come see me at the spelling bee and she said yes. I was nervous at the event because it was being shown on television, but I aced all the rounds and I won. Just then I heard Mia screaming.
She's a cheater, won by cheating. She was shouting that my parents had been helping me by spelling out the words.
My parents were furious, but when the camera footage was pulled out, we saw that they were mouthing the words, but I wasn't looking at them. I spelled the words myself, but the judges disqualified me immediately. The minute we got outside, I'm so mad right now. Why do you hate me? What did I ever do to you?
You were born, and you took everything I deserved.
My parents told Mia she was grounded for eternity.
Totally worth it.
Then, we can't go on like this. We're sisters. Wouldn't you rather have a fresh start instead of hating me forever?
No, I'd rather hate you forever. It's just easier to hate you.
As she stormed off, I decided I was done with her, and we hardly ever spoke after that. In the 8th grade, Dad announced one day that a friend's daughter, Sophia, would be coming from France to stay with us for some months. When she walked into our house, we were all awestruck by her beauty and style. She could also speak 5 languages and was a math wizard.
Wow, you're the perfect friend for Gia. You're like the big sister we wish she had.
Even though Sophia was 3 years older, we had a lot in common and we got close. One day, we heard some voices from Mia's room and we peeked inside. She was in front of her phone recording a makeup tutorial for TikTok. The minute she spotted us, she looked mad.
Why are you, jerk, spying on me? Buzz off and don't breathe a word of this to Mom and Dad or else.
We immediately checked out Mia's TikTok account and to our shock, she had 1 million subscribers. She was really talented. Later at dinner, Mia came downstairs with a new hairstyle, and Mom just couldn't control herself.
Is this what you do all day? Playing with your hair? What's gonna become of you?
Oh, I don't think you need to worry, Miss Chang. Mia is practically a TikTok star.
What on earth is a TikTok star?
And then Sophia showed them Mia's account on her phone. I could just see Dad turning purple.
I'm supposed to tell my relatives in China that my daughter is some internet idiot? We've been way too easygoing with you, Mia, and that was a mistake.
He stormed off to her room. He roughly flung all of Mia's belongings out the door.
What are you doing?
Are you crazy? Dad, stop it. Mia burst into angry tears and ran out of the house. When my parents stormed off, I turned to Sophia. Why did you do that?
I didn't know they'd react this way. I was only trying to help poor Fan because they're always putting her down. I thought they'd be proud of her.
Well, Sophia had no idea how crazy our parents really were. She tried apologizing, but Mia wouldn't even open the door for her. Weeks passed, and I was busy studying with Sophia for an important exam. The day before the exam, though, my parents had to go out of town.
We'll be back tomorrow morning, darling. Good luck.
The next morning when I woke up, it was super late. I'd set the alarm for 7, and now it was 10. The exam was over by now. My parents would be devastated. I ran downstairs when suddenly I stopped short. Mia was sitting in the living room with our parents and a very elegant woman.
Your daughter has a supermodel's face and people already love her. We want to collaborate with our makeup brand.
When my parents saw the check she handed, their eyes almost popped out. As Mia signed the deal and the woman left, I saw something extraordinary. My parents started hugging Mia.
Oh, darling, I had no idea you were so talented. I was still super upset about my exam and I burst in.
Mom, Dad, I missed my exam and…
What exam? Oh, for that high school? Who cares? Didn't you just hear Mia's amazing news? Come, darling, let's go for a fancy brunch.
What? The freaking fish just happened and suddenly I was living Mia's life. My parents couldn't stop showing her off and I was invisible. One day they told me Mia would be using the limo and I could take the bus to school.
It's time you learned to be a grown-up. Anyway, one day we weren't here and you just slept through your exam. So irresponsible.
Wow! Who were these people? Sophia was my only ally here. Now, Mom and Dad threw a huge party to celebrate Mia's first modeling campaign. In the middle of it, the owner of the makeup brand burst in and she marched up furiously to Mia.
You stupid girl, how dare you post something like this about my brand?
What are you talking about?
This.
It was a post on Mia's Instagram with some makeup and the caption, "These products are tested on rabbits who are kept in terrible conditions. Boycott this cruel brand." Mia protested that she'd never posted this, but the woman wouldn't listen and threatened to sue her as she stormed off. Then suddenly pounced on me.
You did this, didn't you? You couldn't stand that I was getting the limelight for once.
Get off me, you psycho! It wasn't me. My parents tried to calm Mia down while they shouted at me for ruining her career and grounded me. This was crazy. Later that night, I was going down to the kitchen when I heard Sophia's voice from Mia's room.
You just turned 18, and you can leave these terrible people. Gia hates you, and your parents were awful to you before you became famous and rich. Forget them, and come with me to France. You'll be even bigger there.
And then suddenly it all clicked. It was Sophia creating all this chaos. Sophia, it's you! You made me miss my exam, and you posted that on Mia's Instagram. Sophia suddenly looked really evil.
Yeah, I did all that, but can't you see I've only exposed the truth about your greedy parents? They've always treated Mia like dirt till they thought she was worth something, and now they're treating you the same way. Well, you can stay here, Gia, and maybe you'll be their favorite daughter again. But Mia's going with me because I actually love her, and I'll treat her like a queen then.
And I were both stunned.
Sophia, you're crazy. You almost ruined my career to make me go with you. I don't love you, and I'm not going anywhere with you.
Sophia started screaming and dancing like a real maniac. Our parents came running in the noise, and when we told them everything she'd done, they sent her packing to France on the earliest flight. But the whole fiasco was a wake-up call for me. And then Sophia might be crazy, but she was completely right about our parents. Mom, Dad, you can't treat us like we only deserve your love if we're worth something, and you never let us have a normal relationship. This has to stop.
I'm not even waiting for you to change anymore. I'm moving out. Gia, would you like to come with me and maybe we could have a fresh start?
I instantly said yes, and no matter how much our parents begged, we decided it was best for us to move away from them. Family love should be unconditional, not dependent on achievements or talents. Treating children fairly and respecting their individual passions helps them feel accepted and more connected.